Pick a move in the ring. You can hit me with a word you fling.
All right, what's up, everybody? It's Nick Atkin on South China Morning Post. I'm back with my boy Fabricio Andrade. How's it going, Fabricio?
Oh, good. Everything is good. Everything going as planned. Training going hard. Life is good.
Yes, it is very good for you, sir. You are now officially the One Championship bantamweight #1 contender. You've got the title shot against John Lineker, October 22. Finally, it's been a long couple of years for you, hasn't it? But it's all now happening.
Yes. I knew, it was just a matter of time. If I keep doing what I was doing, putting guys out in the first round, was just a matter of time for the opportunity to come. And I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, we're going to be in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, Axiata Arena. One Championship hasn't been there since December 2019. I was there. I remember the last show they had in Malaysia. It's going to be strange for you, isn't it? Because you've kind of grown up in One Championship in the era of the pandemic. Every fight you had, it's been, you had Bangkok, no fans there. Then you've been in Singapore a lot, no fans most of the time. So how much are you looking forward to just having like a full arena again and, being on the road, being part of One Championship's first show outside of Singapore for 2 years?
I'm so excited, to be honest. Like you said, I have all my fights in One Championship. There's been no crowd, there's been nobody there, just the staff. So I was really looking forward for this time, where like the fans is gonna be there, and like I think everything I do, the way I come for the fight, the way everything I do as for entertaining the people, to entertaining the fans. So I think it's going to be even more excited for me to have everybody there that come to watch my fight. And, it's going to be very excited.
Yeah, we couldn't ask for a more exciting fight. I think you and John Lineker both have a very fan-friendly style. I see you posted on your Instagram as well. You said this isn't going to get out of the first round. You're going to knock him out in the first round. Is that really what you believe?
Yeah, of course. I have been saying that for a long time. I asked to fight the guy after my debut in One Championship in 2020 when I beat Marco Abelardo. I knew he was the guy in One Championship, that the best guy in this division, and straight away I wanted to fight him. And maybe the fans think that I was just trying to sell the fight when I was saying that I was going to finish him in the first round. But it is what I believe, and it is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, you've had 3 first-round finishes in a row now, haven't you? It's becoming a tradition for you, isn't it? It doesn't matter where. You've had a couple of body shots as well. How do you see yourself finishing this fight? Are you going to pull off another liver shot, or what? What's going to happen?
For me, it doesn't really matter how I'm gonna finish him, because my style is like I bring everything for the fight. I bring kicks, I bring knee, I bring punches, I bring elbows. So it is what I'm gonna bring for him as well. I'm gonna throw everything on him, and I can finish the fight in any time.
Yeah, and do you feel you deserve this? You're finally going to get the respect you deserve. I think I've asked you this before. You might not feel the fans fully respect you or the promotion fully respects you. Is this now no one can deny you after this fight if you hold that title in the air and new bantamweight champion? Yeah,
like when I asked to fight him first time, I was 4-2. So I understand why it was a fight that it wouldn't make sense for him. But with the time, I'm proving to people that I'm in a different level. I have been finished those guys. I'm making look easy, but still he's the best bantamweight in One Championship and one of the best bantamweight in the world. And that's the reason why I have been asked to fight him for 2 years, because I believe in my skills, and I believe when I finish a guy like him in the first round that nobody has ever done, then it's going to be a real statement, not just inside of One Championship, but inside of but in the whole world. Everybody's going to have their eyes on me, because nobody has done what I'm going to do to him.
Absolutely. Well, that would be a real statement if you did that. Have you watched this Bibiano Fernandez fight with Lineker then? When John Lineker won the title in February, or I can't remember, it was March, but Bibiano seemed to take the fight to John Lineker. He traded punches with him, and he had some success early, didn't he? He knocked John Lineker down in the first round, but then he got caught with the overhand left. Is that something you're cautious of, or would you be willing to maybe try and take it to the ground with John Lineker, or are you just going to try and stand up with him?
Yes, I did watch the fight live, and I wasn't like I expect him to finish Bibiano in the first, but I wasn't surprised with his performance. I think he's slow, and the fact that Bibiano was able to drop him. Bibiano is not a strike. Bibiano is a grappler, and everybody knows that he has always taken his opponents to the ground and trying to finish his opponents to the ground. And the fact that Bibiano was able to drop him, he showed me that he have a lot of holes on his games, and that give me even more confidence come for this fight against him. And no, I have no interest to put this fight to the ground because I believe I can finish him in the first round. Only striking. My strike is different of his strike. He doesn't bring anything new for me. He just have punches and he's slow. And what I bring for this fight is a lot of skills, head movement, speed, footwork, and he's not ready for that. He have never fight anybody like me in any promotion.
Yeah, and you obviously have some incredible training partners out there at Tiger Muay Thai in Phuket. You've got Peter Yan, former UFC champion. You've got Tankai, the new One Championship featherweight champion. You've got Anatoly Malikin, the interim heavyweight champion in One Championship. How amazing is it to have such great training partners, and how much have they helped you with this camp?
Like the good thing for me for the past 5 years that I have been in Thailand is to be able to see those guys, to train with them, and to see the level I am, and also keep it leveling up, And like I remember 5 years ago, I was training with Peter Yan, and on those 5 years, I have just got better every single session. I keep getting better and better, and it doesn't stop now, I'm still 24 years old, and I'm still getting better, and like to be able to train with those people and see the level that I am is just keep giving me more and more confidence,
Yeah, you mentioned you're 24 years old. Your nickname is the Wonder Boy. We saw that age maybe played a factor in Tankai beating Tan Lei. Do you think your age may be an advantage for you over John Lineker, who is obviously, I think, early 30s? I don't know the exact age, but you've got a significant age advantage there. Is that something you think may play in your advantage?
I think he's still young, I don't think the age would make so much difference, but I think the moment of my career to his career and the hunger that I have to keep training every day and trying to get better every single session that I do is what gonna make the difference for this fight, because the work I've been putting in like this year, especially this year, like going through camps and no time off, and has like my game has leveled up like every single session. I keep getting better and better, So I wouldn't say that he's old or that he's not on his prime, but I think what I have inside me that makes me keep working as hard as I'm working and trying to get better, and the hunger that I have to be world champion, that I have never been world champion in my career, the hunger that I have to be world champion, to finally make real money, change life that people around me, my family, is what are going to make the difference on this fight.
Incredible. It will be if you were to cap this journey off with a title win next month. I just want to talk quickly about a couple of your teammates. Yeah, like we just mentioned, Tankai and Anatoly. A lot of people maybe were surprised to see Tankai win that title. I imagine you weren't too surprised, given you training with him so much out there, right?
Yeah, no, I was not surprised. I was actually surprised that on the fourth and fifth round, Tang Lee was still on the fight, was still dangerous on the fight. But I train with Tankai. I know that he's a smart fighter, and very dangerous fighter as well. So I expected him to finish it, Tang Lee, on the latest round. But I was actually surprised with Tang Lee being very dangerous on the fourth and fifth round.
And Anatoly, the fight, we thought we were going to finally see it next month. Anatoly against Arjan Bular, unify the heavyweight titles, but it's fallen through again. How frustrated is Anatoly? Do they have any plans for him? Is he still going to fight next month? Do you know anything?
Man, it's super frustrated for everybody, and I cannot imagine being in that position that he is right now. Anatoly is a very hard work fighter, the guy has been like training for Fight Bular for like months and months, spent like time, money, effort, everything to fight the guy, and the guy just don't want to fight him, so it's being really frustrated, but he's still training, he's still ready. I'm not sure what is going to happen to him right now, but I'm sure he's ready to fight anybody, anytime. And I don't think Bular wants the fight, honestly, he don't want the fight. And I think the division should just move on.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe that RDR, René de Ridder, might step in, the middleweight light heavyweight champ. He was calling for that fight with Anatoly. Anatoly seemed to be happy with that, but we now know that RDR is going to be on the same card as you. He's going to be defending his title against Shamil Abdullayev, a newcomer from Russia. So do you think perhaps we could see Buchecha slide in there? Your fellow Brazilian could maybe take on Anatoly. That might be an interesting match. He's been on a really good run, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think like there's a lot of options, that they could work with. And the Reiner fight, I think that would be very entertaining for everyone, if happening heavyweight or light heavyweight. Maybe Anatoly would be up to go down to light heavyweight to face him, I think that would be very interesting. So I think there's a lot of options. I'm not really sure what is going on with him right now, what one championship has planned to him. But I think they do have options to work with right now, I think just Bular has been the biggest problem on this division. They have like slowed down everybody and make the division stop. So that's why I think the smartest thing to do is to let the guy be, if he don't want to fight, let him do what he want to do. I don't know what he want to do, but clearly he don't want to fight.
All right. Well, we know you want to fight. We know you're going to fight next month in Malaysia. You have a tradition of changing your hair color for every fight. You got anything planned yet, or are you going to wait till a bit closer to the fight?
I do have something planned, but I'll keep it with me. But you can be sure there's going to be a good one.
Okay. I look forward to seeing it. And just one more question from me. I know that Chatri is coming to town. He's coming to Bangkok, I think, for a big press conference on Monday. Do you have any idea what this is about? I think it's related to Muay Thai, but are you excited to see what he announces?
Yeah, I heard there's something with Lupini, and there's gonna be huge, but I'm not really sure what it is. But yes, I'm super excited to get to know what his plans is.
Yeah, because you expressed, I think, to my colleague Tom Taylor, an interest in fighting Muay Thai in one championship, maybe some Super Series fights. Is that still something you'd like to do? Maybe if you win this title, go after a Muay Thai belt or something like that?
Let's see. Let's see.
All right. It sounds good. Well, I can't wait to see John Lineker against Fabricio Andrade, October 22, the Axiata Arena in Kuala Lumpur. What's going to happen? Come on, tell us. If these fans, they need to know, what's your message to John Lineker?
If you watch my last 3 fights, in a championship, you have an idea of what's going to happen, It's the same thing. Very entertaining fighter, come with a lot of confidence. And you can be sure that I'm going to bring in the show. And I'm looking to knock him out in the first round. and make a statement, because nobody has ever done that to him, and I'm gonna be the first guy to do it.
Do you respect him? Is there any bad blood between you two? I don't think you seem to have engaged in any social media arguments, but yeah, how was your personal feeling toward him?
You know, I know John Lineker since 2012, when I was like starting to training Muay Thai at the time, and he was already fighting in the UFC, and he was fighting a guy from my city in the UFC. You know, he was like flyweight at the time, and I remember I was watching his fight and I was cheering for him to win the fight. You know, and I have been a fan of him for a long time. I remember when he went up from flyweight because he was not making weight anymore, and he went up to bantamweight, and he started to knock out everybody in bantamweight, you know. So I have nothing but respect for the guy. He built up a big history. He had like a big name. He has so much respect for the fans in Brazil, and that's why people are still gonna cheer for him to win this fight. I'm sure of that. And also I have respect for him. He's been a long time around, so I have no disrespect for the guy, no bad blood. I know he's one of the best bantamweight in the world, but right now it's about business, you know. He's in front of me. I know I can finish him, and it's just about that. It's just about business. I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna finish the guy, and after I'm gonna shake his hand.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see it. Fabricio, hopefully see you in Malaysia. I'm going to try and get out there. But yeah,
Yes.
I'm sure I'll catch up with you maybe fight week. Yeah, either way. But thank you for speaking to me again.
Thank you, bro.